Hey folks, and welcome back to Lonely Horde Guitars. So today we're going to do a quick little retrospective and reveal of this new jumbo. Backs and sides are sapele. The top is sinker spruce with a mahogany neck, some koa for some decorative bits on the headstock and the rosette. Fretboard is rosewood. The pins in the bridge are rosewood, and the tail graft is also rosewood. The bridge is plum. That's something you folks chose in an earlier video. And the binding is bird's eye maple and rosewood. So, what went well? I've started doing split saddles, or at least I've done 2 so far. And I'm pretty happy with the way that lets me get even better with the intonation, so I can really dial it in without trying to, you know, stretch a single slot. The other thing is I sort of revised my technique of how I'm doing these like caps on the heels, and that's coming together nicely. Very happy with the way that turned out. Other than that, this guitar went together with no drama. There were some learnings. So this is the first time I used a sinker spruce top, and I found that it didn't like to take finish in the same way as a regular top, which is to be expected. I mean, it did sit underwater for 100 years or so. So it took me a longer time to get to sort of an even sheen on this. Not a bad thing. Just going into it, I know I need to spend a little bit more time on it. The other thing I found is that I needed to move to finer grain sandpaper earlier than I would have for a normal top. So what I found is if I had a scratch that I would normally work at with 220, if I worked out with 220, it would kind of grab that softer wood in between the grain lines and almost peel it up. So I would have to move up to 320 earlier to avoid that happening. Again, I would have ended up there anyways. It just took a little bit longer to sort of clean up the top and get it where it needed to be. I'm going to geek out a little bit here. Externally, I've got 2 Newman. I'm looking at my notes here. I've got 2 Newman KM184s and a Shure KSM 32. Internally, I'm using the LR Bags Hi-Fi Duet, and it's right in the middle, so it's pulling from both the piezo and the microphone, and the audio from the guitar will be a mix of all of that. So let's see how it sounds. So to my ear, it feels like a nice, well-rounded guitar. So it's not particularly boomy, it's not particularly bright, it just nice and even keel, which is kind of what I'm looking for. I don't want something that's going to take a lot of EQ to sort of tame its weirdness. It's pretty much exactly what I was hoping it would result in. If this is the kind of content you like, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.